Honor. It's tricky. Means different things to different folks. Like your word. Well, your word's your word. You give it, you keep it. Do that, regardless of all the rest, and that's honor right there. And let me tell you, kid, honor matters. It's a weapon in its own right, and a shield. Zavala knows, Ikora knows, Saladin and Jax, they probably know a little too much. All the best guardians know. People trust your word, they'll trust you, and trust? It's hard to come by and easy to lose. Give your word, keep your word, and when all else fails, you'll find you have friends there to pick up the slack. Even if you don't, you find yourself all alone, odds stacked, final curtain set to drop. At least you can go out knowing you did the right thing when it was asked. Now don't get me wrong, the right thing, like honor, can be a malleable concept. It shifts and bends. I'm getting poetic here. Waxing warlock, we called it. Not my intent, but something I can see the value in their thinking. Their way with words. Ah, look at that, there's another lesson. Find value in another. I don't have much in common with a Ramrod Titan or a Fluffy Warlock, but that's the key. And when the second solstice began in earnest, many awoken and Hamkara alike came to the dreaming city to celebrate the delirious pleasure of being alive. Those who came arrived in the gardens of Scylla, and Azarim was the very last. Seeing him land, Scylla said to him, "Ah, you are bold. Do you truly think you've earned the right to revel in this place?" And Azarim answering said, "Please, wise lady, I've gone round the worlds and through the stars themselves. I have only come to congratulate your people. If you lend me your ear, I can prove I will not waste the mercy you might grant me." And Scylla said to him, "We've often lent our ear to your indiscretions. I know what happens to that which is lent to you. I need no assurance." And Azarim answering said, "My indiscretions? Wise lady, I do admit I may have whispered truths you gave me to deceive those who would deceive me. But have I ever struck out with hungry fang against your people? Have I set fire to your trust? I have seen the error of my ways. Let me prove it to you. Oh, how I have changed." And Scylla, though she could see a flickering in Azarim's reflection, could not resist a redemption story. Scylla cast forth her hand and beckoned to Azarim in mercy, and Scylla said to him, "Join us and be glad, but let me hear your testimony first." And so Azarim bowed his crested head and hid a secret smile and spoke with the pardon Scylla had given him. He recounted his many regrets in deceiving the kind merchants in the capital city of Interama. He recounted his charity to the wayfaring corsairs who could not have escaped the Heliopause without his aid. He recounted his journey to retrieve the Utex stolen from Pallas by the profane scavengers the Fallen. And he named his friends and those who had shown him kindness. And from the raucous parties beyond the lush gardens of Scylla came an audience of Techions in training and flush-cheeked young corsairs. They knelt in the dewy glass, and they listened. And as they listened, and as Azarim spoke, his appetite grew and grew. Night fell on the dreaming city. And Azarim said to those who knelt, enraptured, "Come, let me sing to you of extinction. Let me sing to you of lives lost in beautiful places. O audience mine, sing with me, sing." He bade them rise and led them singing down and away from the gardens of Scylla. He spread his wings and flew out into the empty air beyond the steep cliffs that bordered the gardens. And to those who happened to glance towards the gardens from far-off pavilions, it seemed a merry parade, a joyous chorus. And they did not hear the singing stop. And they did not hear the bodies dashed against the shore below. And they did not see Azim grow, or laugh, or flee.